Okay, welcome to day 23, Mood to day 23. As you know, I had missed the day before yesterday. I had overslept, and because of that, I'm recommitted to doing these every single day for the remainder of my life. What I have decided to do is do these in the morning because in the evening I have a treadmill in my office, and sometimes um, my girls like to use the treadmill, and when they do, I leave my office. I go watch TV in my bedroom, and sometimes I fall asleep watching the news or whatever. So I didn't get around to making the video. So it's better to do this in the day, in the morning, like usually like in the beginning of my day. And then what I intend to do is to go over what I did um, the day before. So I already covered the day before um, yesterday, but I was thinking this morning that what I personally need, I was thinking of doing a time journal. I'm in a wellness program, and I'm getting coaching for wellness, and eventually I'm going to be coaching people for wellness. So I'm not perfect in any way, shape, or form, but what's beneficial for the person I'm coaching is that I'm on the journey also. I'm on the journey to eat better, to have better mindfulness, better health, do things, exercise, do things that are good for me so that I can set the example for the person that I'm coaching. Um, a time journal. One of the things is that they say is that you should, write down or have a food journal of what you consume in your body. But I also think that having a time journal is really essential. And it doesn't have to be much. And the time journal will be this. This can be my time journal. So I just cover the highlights of the day. Yesterday I had completed two modules of the wellness course. I had the kickoff call, and I had a Century 21 training call. I handled some surplus funds issues, and answered a lot of emails, and then also did a little bit of work on Amazon FBA. So it was a full day yesterday. The kickoff call went really well. It's the only one-on-one coaching call, and then there's a weekly call that I'm going to jump on, and that's today actually at 12. That's a group coaching call. So I'm really getting into this course on wellness, and the first part of it is actually the wellness for me, and getting me right in that sense so that I can teach others how to do the same thing. So I'm being coached on wellness so that I can later become a wellness coach myself. I figured that in my lifetime, in the 52 years that I've been alive, living on 5 continents, um, you know, 20 years in the military, 10 years in the State Department, I've been through a lot. I've had a lot of coaching, I've had a lot of counseling, I have a lot of experience. And it's like I'm a reservoir of information, and I can definitely be of assistance to many people. I can't help everyone, but I can definitely be of assistance to many, many people. And um, the information that I have is very valuable, if nothing more, to save somebody from some of the mistakes that I made. Because some of the mistakes that I made were doozies, and they can be easily avoided. Just thinking about this morning, um, I was thinking that you know, although I did have, like, I was a prolific saver of every single email, um, while I was in the all the time, not just working with the government in my military days, State Department days, but I saved every single email, and I still do. Now I'm starting to delete some of the old stuff that I don't need, like advertisements and things. But uh, I if I could do it all over again, what I would have done instead was I would do the time journal, and I would say, okay, if I had this meeting and I had a disagreement with somebody, I would record a line or two in my time journal. Evernote, the program Evernote, is very good. There's a free version of Evernote. I'm going to put a link in the description. Evernote is an extremely good tool for capturing stuff like this. And I put everything into Evernote. I put receipts and I put PDF files and I put, I'll take notes and I will send those notes to Evernote. And then if I need them, I can always do a search and go back to what I wrote and say, okay, well, I had this disagreement with Anne. I had this disagreement with Anne on this date and at this time, and this is what was discussed. This is what she said. This is what I said. Just a summary of it. So those kind of things, right? When problems came later on for me personally at my work, if I had those things really readily available, like, no, on Tuesday, November 4th, you said this about this, it would have helped me. Because a lot of times, what happens is when stuff comes up and somebody accuses you of something or tells you didn't do something right, and wants to make an issue of it, you wait a minute now. These are the facts. I have it all recorded, and you have a consistent journal of what happened and when it happened. And it's like, okay, no, there were 5 instances I came to you. You said I didn't tell you about this. No, I told you about this 5 times. I told you on November 4th. I told you on November 17th. I told you on November 28th. I told you on December 4th. You get the idea, right? I have it. I have facts. I have the notes, right? If you remember Justice Kavanaugh during his Senate confirmation hearings, this guy really was way ahead of his time, because even going back into his college, he had very detailed journals and notes about what what he was doing. So on what particular day, way into the past, he's like, no, I wasn't at this person's house. I was at this place on this date. It has all those journals, handwritten journals, not something electronic, but actual handwritten journals. And what makes that authentic is that there's a consistency. It's not just you're just saying that. No, I have exactly every day detailed, and it's that consistent routine of recording and journalizing what happens. So that's evidence that you can produce when stuff like that happens, and it will happen. Somebody will one day come along and they'll say, you never told me this, or you didn't. Like, no, here's the evidence. These are the days and times, and then you'll be able to successfully defend yourself against a lot, not always, but against a lot of false accusations if you have a journal. And this can happen. You said this would never happen to me. No, this can happen to every single person. And I got off into a little bit of a tangent, but having a journal, not just for that, but just keeping yourself accountable. So and say, hey, I didn't spend my time as wisely as I should have. I wasted some time. I also watched a couple of episodes of Better Call Saul. That's what I've been watching on Netflix. So you have those things, and you can go back and look at it and say, hey, I could have used my day a little bit better. My time better. I could have done this. And you work. This time is money. Time is literally money, and how you spend your time is important. So I'll end the video right here. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.